okay-ish. This table is also pretty good, so happy with the tables right now. Even though I have like three wrecks here, but I guess Grey Poland behind me makes it worthwhile being at this table. Just betting here with 2 pair. Wonder what he checked back there on the flop. Did he actually have something now that he called? He actually has better 4 and he checked back. That's interesting. Definitely I definitely thought that he would be betting a hand like this, but I guess not. Paul open fold is also quite a good reg. Yeah, I agree. There are a bunch of good regs, I guess. I don't know, like what's his name, like Yada Masa. I think he gives me the most problem on the tails, I guess. And someone like, I think it's Origin, right? We were talking about Origin before. He's just running so well against me, so that's why he is also giving me lots of troubles at the table. So there are a bunch of guys who are obviously good at these stakes. Lots of good players that I like to avoid, even though I'm not really that picky anymore. I just try to get a table with as many like a fun players as possible, or if I can get the fun players, I just try to get like those aggressive, not the maniacs really, but just aggressive players who are not really doing good stuff at the table. So the players which I usually color tag with a yellow color. So if you see, if I see like 2 players like this at the tables, I also join the table, even though there are no other like loose passive players. Betting here with pair of 8s, not good. Not sure what to think. He did peel on the flop. I'm gonna go for check call here. I'm definitely calling here. It's not that I'm like folding here. I'm just hoping that he bets with a hand that is worse than mine. He's not gonna call with a hand worse than mine, but he might bet with, I don't know, something here. It's 4. He's not calling. It's 4 in the end, I think. Pair of 10s and a quite big pot here with 3 other players, and Bata Lovat here from Russia actually 3-bet pre-flop, and he has a pink color tag, so that means he played pretty passively in the hands before. So obviously not the best peel out there, but we can't really fold pair of 10s here. Just too many outs there, and just spot was too big and stuff like this. And he had ace queen, so he actually had a good hand, which we were actually not behind on the flop, which is good news. I can mention a few others into for the 5-10 region. I think I guess Naida has more knowledge about my stakes than I have, so just listen to him. He knows all the players. Florin Katana is from Poker Stage, but he is where? He's from Romania. Oh, that's fine. What is his Poker Stage username? He plays around 9 to 12 tables. Wow, that's sick. That's sick, playing so many tables, so many hours per month, and obviously he still makes good money, so it's definitely worthwhile for him. But man, I would go crazy if I would have to play so many micro stakes tables. Even like even 6 tables is sometimes too much for me. So I think the 5 tables is basically the best ratio for me. I probably have, if I would just look at my win rate, I guess maybe even playing like 4 tables would be better than 5 tables. But you get some extra VPP points, and you hit your goals of like obviously my goal for the year is to hit 300k VPP points. So I guess playing 1 more table, which is like you obviously at 25% more VPP points. Obviously playing 1 more table makes it worthwhile for me to hit my VPP goal a bit easier. 27 gonna raise. Bender GTI. Nice nickname. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. Top pair here. Gotcha here. I'm not gonna do anything crazy because I know how crazy he is. But I'm gonna raise now with a pair of aces. I mean, he did raise pre-flop, so his range is raising range is not as bad as his I don't know, post-flop ranges. So I definitely have to be thinking of that. So he actually had an ace here. He got lucky on the turn, on the river here for a split, but that's fine. So his opening range isn't as crazy as his post-flop range, I think. So definitely have to make a note of that. But players like this, they all obviously like to, yeah. I just want to say that he probably limps and raises his good hand, and here is a note on him. He limp raises ace king suited, so I guess he would be limp raising with like top 5% of his range or something like that, and he would be just normally raising other like whatever 17% here, as we can see on our HUD. But he's also capable of raising like stuff like, I don't know, like 7-4 offsuit. If I'm gonna see a 7-4 offsuit from him, I wouldn't be surprised really. But he definitely has a legitimate opening raising range there, so yeah. Hey free roll, welcome to the stream. Yeah, two sub brothers here in the chat, and one is actually hosting me today. Felix is hosting me today, and he is a third sub. sub bros now, bro fist. The 32 to 22 and 12 3 big bet is pretty good. It's obviously not perfect, but it's I'm pretty sure it's an improvement of your previous stats. You should be crushing. You should be crushing the micro stakes with a play style like this, I think. Yeah, if you go from being a tight aggressive player to a bit looser, it obviously you need a bit of adapting to do, but you'll see it's gonna be so much fun raising so many hands and 3-betting with some mediocre hands that you wouldn't think are worthwhile 3-betting, but yeah. So how are we doing here at the tables? Let me refresh my graph. Ooh, we're actually down 11 bucks. Why does this graph look so so squeezed here? Not sure. I actually said that I'm gonna wait until the turn, but I'm playing after position here, so that's why I'm betting here. I could see a check call. I think a check call would be superior here, just because I would like to see him basically bluff on the river. I'm pretty sure he would. Yeah, his river aggression is 24, so that doesn't seem much, but it is an indicator here that he would be basically players like this like to bet when they are checked too, so I could see actually a check on the river. I think that would be, like I said, a superior play. But in the heat of the moment, I just pressed that bet button, so yeah. Check raise here with topper ace against Tevas. It just folds on the turn. Oh mon dieu, raised pre-flop, 3-bet pre-flop actually, and bets again. I'm gonna call here and fold to his river bet. I beat obviously some of the hands, and he actually decided to check back. I am happy about it. Ooh, pair of sevens. I was actually thinking more of an ace high range, but pair of sevens is definitely also a good one. Definitely raising the queen 7, yes. Not sure why I was hovering over fold button here. I'm gonna call and raise the turn. He could be doing this with a queen, with a better queen than mine, but I'm fairly confident that he is my ace here, but my queen here is good. Even it's not, I don't mind raising here. Also doing the same here, calling and raising the turn. Why did Ali here check called 2 streets and now he donk bets here? Did he really hit a set of 7s here? I guess I'm gonna fold to his 3-bet. Wow. Or he has a7. I can't fold. I know he might have like even like a full house with an 8s here, but I'm gonna call here and just yeah, probably C7. Yeah, unfortunately he got lucky there. Very Poland actually plays back at me. I mean, I have kings here, so I can fold. So I'm happy that he actually decided to check, and he was doing this with a pair of 9s. That is pretty strong for a pair of 9s. Flopping the nuts is always good, so I just bet here. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I was about to say that I'm gonna put him all in on the turn, but if I would just call there, he would have I don't know how many chips left, not much. So just putting him all in right here, it's fine. We're playing heads up here. I don't really want to play heads up, to be honest. Even if that means I'm playing heads up against someone who is not very good, which not sure about CV futures here, but I would like to find another table, of course. Raising with my 2 pair. Join the waiting lists. Did he fold? No, he didn't fold. He had a king there, so I'm just gonna play one hand. So obviously I'm giving him the button, not being a scum here and quitting on the small blind. I just hate players who do this, so obviously not trying to be the same. I'm not going to raise here, even though I could see a raise, but I'm just calling and hoping to hit, and I did hit, so I'm just gonna bet out here and win this hand. Got lucky in those 2 hands. He actually had a top pair there, so yeah. Omondieu raises us. I have a pair of 4s, not folding right away, not folding to a king either. I guess I have to fold if he bets twice here on the flop, on the turn on the river. So I mean, I'm gonna call here now again. I got lucky again. So now I'm gonna check in hope that he actually has something and that he's going to bet. I would fold if I wouldn't hit a4 here. So but now that I hit, of course, I have to check raise. Just hoping that he doesn't have a nut here with a jack-9 or something like this. So and he does raise. I could have a 5-6 here, and he's raising anyway. So I guess I'm just gonna call here and lose to a queen 9. Why would he do that? Why would he do that? I don't know. Would I fold anything here? I mean, I know I have a set. I obviously had a good hand, and I was kind of worried about my hand. Not sure why he would do that. So, but I would fold to his bet. I mean, I was calling the flop on the turn, hoping that he would be checking back exactly in a hand like this, like some draw here on the river. I was just thinking more in a range of queen jack. I mean, queen 9 is obviously also in his range. Raising range here, so I guess he played fine, but I was thinking of folding the river if he bets, but just because he didn't bet with that pair of 7s, I guess he did a check back with pair of 7s because he thought that he actually has a value hand at the end, so that's why he didn't bet again. I am in dire needs of another table. Another table which is not like 3-way or 4-way with 3 racks here. I'm gonna call, not gonna 3-bet here. I 3-bet like jack 10, but I guess I'm gonna call with jack 9. Going for a check call here, even though I'm losing most of the time here, so I guess this is not the time. He bets 3 streets here. raise into bet 3 streets. I have kind of weak hand here. Not sure if he's capable of betting 3 streets with a bad hand, but we'll see right at the moment. He actually has top pair ace. That's fine. I haven't checked the chat for quite some while. What team do you use on Stars Naita? Naita probably already answered, but I am using I think it's like a Slick team. Let's see. Yeah, it's a Slick. I am really fond of this team. I like darker teams, so those like bright teams kind of hurt my eyes. You can already see. You can also see that I have a black background here, so I am actually playing on on a black desktop, black desktop color. So I don't have any like special desktop picture or whatever, or some colors here. So I kind of like this dark theme here. So yeah, I think it's suiting for my eyes. At least I hope so. When I got a new computer, no, not the new computer. When I got the new monitor, it was set on a really high brightness, and my head was hurting like for 2 days. I didn't know why, but then I just noticed that brightness is on really high level, so all the whites on my new monitor were really white, right? So I just set that brightness down to some lower amount, and yeah, the headache went away. But I think I need to become less nitty post flop. I always give people too much credit in multi-way pots. Yeah, I guess in multi-way pots it's not as problematic as in like in heads-up pots or stuff like this. We usually have really good outs to call in hands like this, so you definitely shouldn't be giving too much credit, but obviously play according to outs and odds and implied outs. So definitely keep those in mind. It's great to see what people show down with in some spots. Yeah, as you can see here in my challenge, people do all sorts of crazy stuff. Not sure if they're just making crazy stuff because like I'm playing at the table with of course with the red spade being a team pro online, or they're just doing this against any other player. Obviously you can't know that, but you know, were I playing at this table before? No, I weren't. So oh, now I'm gonna. I was seeing, and I am too slow. Oh, APDSN is also here. He was a pretty good player, so I'm not sure why did he move down. So I obviously want to go to the waiting list here. I saw the R here for reserved, and I was thinking, let's be a green. And when he was a green, I obviously clicked on the empty button right away, empty seat right away. But it wasn't fast enough. So yeah, as you can see, as you could saw, and you can see still here on my live stream, people do all sorts of crazy stuff. So yeah. Hey Civic, hello Luca, really nice result in your challenge. Well, thank you, sir. We are doing pretty great. Hey Qualified, welcome to the stream. Bankroll is climbing nicely. Yeah, like I said, I'm winning with 6 big bets here. Not 6 big bets, 6 big blinds or 3 big bets here per 100. And like I said, that would be even if I were playing in no limit challenge. I think 6 big blinds would be a pretty good win rate there. So I was actually joking with Felix, like let's do a race to 800. He's also doing a Bankroll challenge on his channel, but he's going from, I think, from 80 bucks to 800. And I was basically joking. Let's see who's gonna get there first. Hey, Mr. Beats. But man, if I'm gonna run with the 6 big blinds, I might even beat him in that no limit challenge. I'm definitely gonna beat him in that no limit challenge because his bankroll management is quite a bit more conservative than mine. Obviously mine is pretty aggressive for fixed limit hold'em, and I think I saw his bankroll management. It was actually a good one, right? It wasn't a bad bankroll management. Quite contrary, it was actually a pretty good one, but it was a conservative one. and I have a pretty aggressive one, and I'm actually also running pretty good, so I think I might get there faster than him, so yeah. Where are the Easter honeys? Easter honeys. Hyper simple with all cards. Hyper simple. Which one is hyper simple? I like the starting because on the final table background. Yeah. No final tables for me for now. I mean, sure, in some free rolls and stuff like this, but not in any big tournaments or anything like that. I don't mind to send car. I hate when it changes color. I usually change to better. Bad. You don't like my team? Oh, it's kind of fugly. Oh, come on. And I work really hard to make this this team here. I mean, of course, I work hard, right? I just set up a few things here. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I know some of the guys can say that they can't see the cards really well because it's covering each other, but I actually like tried. They said that I should write some other team where both of the cards are seen normally, but those were just like so ugly that I'm just staying with this team. I like it. I like it. Circles are much better than it. No, whatever. Are you crazy? No way. No way circles are nicer than these rectangles or whatever they are. Thank you for the follow, whoever it was. Sorry that I missed your nickname there, but I really appreciate for all the follows, guys, and all of your supports, and of course to my 3 subscribers here tonight, Free Roll and Felix. I'm using Flux program, great program for ice. Yeah, Flux is pretty great. But the last time when I used it, it was kinda, I don't know. I guess my PC couldn't handle it with all other stuff running. I'm pretty sure it might not be suitable for me right now. Also, doing the live stream, doing playing with Hold the Manager, playing with one other software or 2 other softwares, and also a Flux. I mean, I guess it's a problem when it changed from the daylight to nighttime. It's obviously the biggest problem, but I don't know. I think it kind of slowed down my computer. Even if just for a few seconds there, it was kind of annoying. So yeah, flopping good here with my king queen suited. I'm gonna call and raise the river, raise the turn. Of course, I could actually saw waiting till the river, but yeah, that would be a bit too I would love to see that on higher stakes, but here I'm just gonna try to bet and just try to put as much money in the pot as possible. Should be good enough. Now all of a sudden I have a legitimate a draw here with an open-ended, so I'm just gonna bet. Even 10 might be good, of course. Some 7s also. Maybe some 7s. Not a 7 of hearts, I guess. And here is 7 hearts. Just gonna check fold now. If he decides to bet and bluff me somehow here, that's fine. I'm not gonna call here. I would be check calling if I would hit there. I mean, if I would hit something like a pair of 10s, I would definitely check call. I'm gonna call here with my gut shot and my backdoor flush, and also jack might be good, so I'm definitely gonna call once, and I expect him to bet again on the turn, and he actually did. So, oh, fault. Not sure why I was why I was hovering over a call button there. I guess because of this hand here. 2 players in. The 4's a counter trouble here. I'm just hoping to call here and see both of them check. But now that both of them call, I have I kind of have to fold, I think, here. Even though I have flush draw with the 4. Let's hope I'm not folding the best hand here. What happened there? Let's view if you do this fold, so no idea. Rio Mare! Very nice nickname. Welcome to the stream. I'm gonna call here. Now that he bets again on a king, it's obviously pretty dim for me, but I have to call anyway with a pair of 5s. And he's betting all the way with a 7-6. I mean, he can't win without bluffing there, so I guess that's fine. Even on a scary boards like this, yeah, props to him. Might try some limit hold'em. Oh, never play no limit. Any tips on playing limit hold'em compared to no limit? I mean, not really sure what I really compare to no limit. I guess don't fold too much on the big blind. Don't limp. Just raise or fold pre-flop. Don't play too needy. I guess if you are coming from no limit to fixed limit hold'em, you're gonna play way too tight. I think you definitely can raise more here than in no limit, way more. So maybe try to Google some starting hand chart for fixed limit hold'em and just stick with it. And after the flop, I guess, I mean after, yeah, from that would be for the pre-flop, but after the flop, I guess just try to play your best and just think about the hands and the ranges people have. But yeah, definitely Google up some starting hand chart. I mean, even I was thinking of doing a starting hand chart for you guys here, so I might actually look into that, yeah, in the future. Flopping pretty good with two pair, just betting here. Yeah. Don't slow play. Yeah, I guess on real micro limits, it's not really worth of slow playing. Like, don't limp aces. They're just crazy. People do this stuff on micro limits quite often, but that's just not good. Just raise a bit stuff like this. You obviously don't want to see like 3 or 4 players on the flop when you have aces. Obviously don't mind, but you can't really be folding when you have aces. It's hard to fold, I guess. I'm gonna raise by the way with my top pair jack. I play on big blind and small blind versus big blind differently all the time, just to confuse players, just to confuse their notes. Or sometimes I, like for a week, I just call the top pairs on the flop, raise them on turn. So then next week or whatever, next month, I raise right away and do some all sort of weird stuff. So yeah. Number one way to know if the player is coming from no limit is when they slow play. Might be true, I don't know actually. Now that I'm doing live stream here on Twitch, I guess I could like Google up. I know there's on 2+2. There's actually, oh no, that's not true. It's actually I was thinking that there's a sub forum or thread for advice for people coming from no limit to limit, but it's actually other way around. It's from players who are starting playing no limit. And were used to playing in a fixed limit game. So but yeah, don't cold call. Yeah, at least if only one player raises, that's also a good advice. Yeah, there's some like common knowledge, I mean not common knowledge, but I guess some like what do you call, not an average advice, just some common practices, I guess. Just some common practices, I guess, that you should know, like we said a few times here. Don't slow play, don't limp pre-flop, don't cold call if only one player raises, defend your big blind, don't go to showdown way more. Yeah, don't play too tight. Google up a starting hand chart and try to stick with it and stuff like this. This would be like a quick little advices for no limit player to check out like a fixed limit hold'em tables. I would prefer raise on the flop, to be honest. So especially on a board like this, and a queen wasn't a particularly good card for me on the turn as well. He raises now. I mean, can I 3-bet and fold? Am I capable of 3-betting and folding? Even if 3-bet and he has ace king, he's not going to Is he really going to cap here? I'm just going call. I'm just going in a call down mode, and he actually has king 9. That's fine. Apo, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. I guess it wasn't like didn't really make much sense for him to bet again on the turn, I guess. So it's fine. He played fine. Kind of worried about my hand here, so I just going for a check call, hoping that he would bet with worse, but we actually split on the end. He said that he was lucky, but it wasn't the case. He played it fine, so. I'm gonna cap here. I said that I'm not capping on big blind in a live stream before, but I guess that's not completely true. You see me capping here with 8s. King is not a card that you want to really see on the board when you have 8s and you're capping with. So someone raises Musketeer and actually raised here. So I guess I'm gonna go in a call down mode here now. Obviously can't really play back at him with a pair of 8s on a king high board, even though the board is like as dry, right, as Sticky Rice would say. But I guess he actually has a good hand here, so I'm just gonna check call and hope that he is doing something spewy with, I don't know, with ace queen or ace 7 or something like that. I don't know what he would have here. He probably has like the most obvious hand being an ace king here, and yes, he does. I actually wanted to quit this table before, but Futures here came back for a hand or two, I guess, but now he's sitting out again and he's in back in, so I guess we're gonna stay at this table. The problem with this table here is that even though there's Simlich here on the table who is color noted as a green, so that means he's a fun player, so that means he's a loose player, loose passive player, but he only has like $2-3 left, so it's not really worthwhile to me go for the table, I guess, unless he rebuys. I'm not gonna call here. If the jack would be something else, I don't know, like a 5 or deuce or whatever, I would call here, but I'm not really doing much now with that jack. Gabasaurus, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to Minories Mafia, guys. You have odds to call your draws far more, I guess, so I can call bets more often. Might have a go, yeah. You'll see that other players are also not folding very much, but that's just the nature of fixed limit hold'em. Even if you are basically peeling and calling your draws, even if you are like really behind, you're not doing that big of a mistake. So that's why you see all these calls. And I was talking about this table before, right? And now Simlich actually rebuys here for $10. So and now I wish I would have joined the table. So I'm gonna Musketeer and I'm gonna mark him as a yellow. Same with the Chinese guy here. I don't know. I mean, APDSN seemed like a really good player when I was playing with him before. So I'm not sure why he moved down so much to a 50 cents $1. He check raised me on this flop, so that's obviously pretty strong. I guess he wouldn't be really raising without an ace here. At least I don't think so. But I guess we're gonna call anyway. Nah, I should be calling here. Am I giving him too much credit? I might be giving him too much credit. That's definitely a possibility here, but yeah, I'm gonna fold this. I don't believe he's going to raise without ace. That obviously the players are doing raises without an ace there, but I'm not sure if he would follow with the bet on the third and river as well. Me calling down. He probably knows that I'm calling down quite a lot there, so let's hope I'm not leveling myself into the fold there. Can I bluff here with ace 8 high? Let's see if Dubris can fold. Let's hope he can fold ace high. If he has a pair, he's not going to fold, but he didn't fold ace high, so was I made a c bet of course on the flop, but when I got calls on an ace high board, I can't play too much, and there was also a flush draw, but of course now that there was a king on the river, I had to bet. So I actually had a pair of jacks, so yes, I was way behind. PQ Regal, or maybe Poker Regal. Thank you for the follow. Congrats on the sub button. Thanks, Kauko. Thanks. Not really expecting much really from the sub button, but I guess it's a nice feature to have. So I don't mind having a sub button, but I did a like a what's it called, like I mean, I did a surprise live stream here just to celebrate my new Twitch partnership, my subscriber button here on Twitch. So I did a spin and go session with spin and goes with the bears, and it was pretty fun. We played like for 4 hours, something like that, just drinking beers and trying to win spin and goes. I was obviously pretty bad in spin and goes, so I guess it was kind of entertaining for viewers to watch me spew in spin and goes. They went pretty they took quite a long time, those spin and go, just because I was playing that passively. I mean, I was min raising pre-flop. Of course, I'm a fixed limit hold'em player, so obviously I min raise pre-flop. But I was also not like going all in as much as I should have. At least I won I got $150 prize pool, so which is only like 0.4% of the chances to get one, and I won that one, so that's why I actually made a profit at the end. I mean, profit of like 25 bucks, I think. But profit is a profit. So, but it wasn't. I weren't playing with my fixed limit hold'em bankroll here. I was just playing with my own bankroll, I guess. I would watch your stream way more often, but my job makes it very hard for me since I come home from work at 3 p.m. when you already finished streaming. Yeah, I know. I kind of like streaming in early hours. I mean, if I stream, just because I can, I have to play like my regular limits also. So I can, and I'm not really streaming those limits right now. I might do that in the future. I probably will have to, I guess. When I finish with my challenge here, but for now I'm just streaming like this micro limits here. I'm just doing a bankroll challenge, so I'm only it's kind of okay to stream. Hit me, welcome to the stream, and it's kind of okay to stream in the noonish hours here Central European time. I guess that would be the best time for me, like the best time for it's the most convenient time for me, let's say that. And there's also a problem with Jason Somerville, of course, when he starts streaming at like 5 p.m. Central European time, and he gets like 90% of the viewership. So I like to stream when there's no other big guys here on Twitch, I guess. And also I can get a hosting from Felix this way. I'm gonna call here and probably not do that great. I'm probably not winning that much, but I guess I could hope for a split here. Yes. Not doing that great at tables, right? Let me update my graph here. I'm just gonna raise here, so he only has like only $1.50 left, so that means a 1.5 big bet here. So I'm just gonna put him all in, even though I have Jack 10 on a King high board. I don't care really about that. I'm just gonna put him all in, and I actually am alive, so I am happy about that. And he wins. That is fine, completely fine. I'm gonna call here Musketeer, and he has aces. So, okay. Let me refresh my graph. It's gonna look pretty grim right now, but I really can't complain. Ooh, what the hell? We were actually up that much. No, that's not from today. that is actually from today. The hell? I was up 36 bucks. I didn't even know that. Oh, that's crazy. I didn't know that I was running that well. At least according to my like stacks at the table here, I only have like $25 here, so that means I'm in profit of $5, and also here profit of $2, and not in a profit here. So not sure when I won this so much money here really. Of course I also lost it pretty quickly, so yeah. Check raise with my top pair here. I also have a gacha now. Not the right card for my gacha, I guess, but I'm betting here anyway. He could think that I have a flush draw here, and he could be calling me a bit lighter, but I guess not. So raising a cap from APDSN. APDSN is kind of hard name to pronounce, so let's just make him AP. He's AP from now on. AP from Belarus, Russia, sorry. I mean, Telco here bets out, and if AP, right, it raises, I can't really do much here. Same thing here, and same thing here. I guess I have to kind of expect him to show a queen here, at least a queen. Let's hope he doesn't do that with a king jack or something like that, but I'm gonna call anyway. He has 7-4 offsuit, so I'm fine with that. Let's find another table. Let's find another table. There are some tables here, but not sure how good they are. Like all the racks on the table with maybe one unknown. This is the same table. Stop it. Well, I can look at the chat right now. When I raise a 5 offsuit over a limper on the button and get called from small by big blind, and the limper gets 8-7, and the limper get and flop and get checked on flop, it's okay that I just don't. Yeah, that's definitely a good spot to check behind. If you're playing like, if you are heads up on the flop, you can basically c-bet like almost 100% of the time, even if there are two players in. So they basically mean if you are playing three-way on the flop, c-betting, you can almost c-bet like 100%. I wouldn't be betting like really 100%, but you're not really making a huge mistake if you are actually doing so. Hey Falcon et yeah. Hey Falcon, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. So yeah, even if you are c-betting like three-way, 100%, you're not doing a really big mistake. So shouldn't be a problem. But if you're like, if you said that you are ISO raising and limper and like 3 other players call, you just fold. I mean, not just fold, just check back on that spot. Really, even like 8-7 jack flop is like hits a range from these guys so much that you're basically almost drawing that at that point, I would think. I don't think I ever got a fold and don't really have a much draw potential. Yeah, that's true. Even if you hit an ace, it's not really as strong as you might think there. So so yeah, AP Dance is also a long time. Yeah, he is. Like I said, I'm pretty sure he played on my stakes even on last year, like 2-4 and 3-6, I think. So I guess he kind of moved down and just tried to like play comfortably here with a comfortable win rate and being a supernova, I guess, and just earn enough money this way, which is perfectly fine. So not sure about this table. I'm gonna join just because I have one unknown here. I guess I can't raise now with my pair of jacks. Now this 5 hits, so I'm just gonna call down and hope that he has a 6-5 here. Or Queen 7. I mean, it wasn't that bad of a raise, but the problem here is that I'm calling with, obviously with any other pair, but I'm also calling with ace highs here quite a lot of time, so But I guess he would be, I guess I would be folding like a king high, so I guess he would made me fold like a king high or better queen high. So I guess he obviously does get some folds from me. Especially I did raise from cutoff, so that's also a thing to note here. So obviously my range from cutoff is a bit wider than on any other positions here. So I just don't bet here with my 10. I don't want to see a check back with a hand like ace queen or ace jack. But he's also not going to. I don't think he's going to raise me if he has like an ace king here, just because it does complete some of the draws here and like a gut shot, whatever, or open-ended straight draw. So I think donk bet there is fine. And he actually had top pair king, so I'm kind of surprised that he actually c-bet on the turn with an ace. I mean, it's not that surprising, but yeah. Table on one or top on top left, you were up. Oh, I didn't even know that I was up that much. So yeah, I mean, I usually have my like my tilt blocker, so my black hut here over my stack size on the table when I usually play my, when I play my regular tables. I have this black bar on, so I'm not really used to look at my stacks really, and it was the same here today. So just not paying attention to the stack sizes, my stack sizes. So yeah. I am actually also bad to looking at other players' stack size, so I'm kind of surprised. Oh wow, he's all in. How did that happen? So yeah, definitely should be paying attention on stack size, even though obviously not as much as on No Limit Hold'em. You rarely see players who are all in here. Just players like just fun players really, and some bad recs, I guess. They could be all in too. So I'm gonna bet here again. I do lose some queens here, but I guess it's good enough here to value bet on the river. If he would have king 10 here, that would be a pretty good play from him. Bet check raising the flop and then checking the turn when the ace hits. Obviously my I have lots of aces here in my range, so I would definitely bet that on a turn, and if he would check raise me there, it would be kind of painful. So but I guess he would be just c-betting probably the ace there if he would hit with a king 10. I always wonder myself how much value do you lose on fixed limit when you have big hands and you think your opponents will call over bets because they think you are bluffing or all in pre-flop with big hands. I don't know, it's kind of hard for me to compare with No Limit because I haven't really played it. I mean, obviously know how the games how the games are going on No Limit, and obviously know the whole thinking process and the whole poker stuff. But would be kind of hard for me to get a concrete answer there. So Queen Jack, what did he lose? Didn't he? Oh, he actually had a set of 10, so Beautiful actually bets out a set of 10s though, so that's good to know. I mean, obviously you lose some of the value, but you get that value back, I guess, with just even if I have, obviously that means that obviously the win rate is lower here on fixed limit hold'em than on No Limit, right? Just because you can do stuff like you just mentioned, but that means you get it back with what I want to say. You get back with that value with just not having as big of a variance here, I guess. That even makes sense, what I just said. Joining the waiting list again, trying to find another table again, like this one here. Simic is sitting out, so I'll pay attention on this table. If Simic sits back in, we're gonna take this table here. Gonna check raise my top pair 10 right away. He did call, so we'll see what he does on later streets. I'm just gonna bet here. There are obviously 10s who are beating me here, but I have to bet here. It's not really any other decision would be kind of bad. This is the same table that we're just on, right? No, but it seems like the same table because they are basically the same